everyone! So, it's January. Well, it is now. It'll probably be February by the time I upload this video because I am a lazy shit. But right now it is January, it is freezing cold, and I'm going to be stereotypically British and discuss the weather. So let's talk about snow. So snow is usually associated with Christmas, but here in the UK we get snow in January, February, sometimes even March. In fact, we're more likely to have a white Easter than a white Christmas. And here we don't usually get a good snowfall, normally it's just a slight flurry, but that's still enough to make every high school student ever completely lose their shit and run to the nearest window like, it's a blizzard! But every couple of years we do get quite a heavy snowfall, and by heavy I mean maybe a couple of inches, which probably isn't much if you live in America or Canada, but here the media go completely crazy. We get massive headlines on every single newspaper ever saying, Britain's big freeze, prepare yourself. And suddenly everyone's going to the store buying bread, buying milk like we'll never see the outdoors again because we're going to be snowed in for weeks. It's just ridiculous. When it snows, you get two types of people. You get the overly dedicated snow queens that are just completely enthusiastic about every single precious snowflake that falls. And then you get the grumpy bastards, like me. And the special little snow lovers do not like it when us grumpy bastards make grumpy statuses about how much we despise the snow. So let me tell you exactly why snow and I are a failed relationship that has no future. Snow for me is like the high school crush that I gaze at from afar, but will never get to play with. When I was a kid, I used to love snow. I was the first kid out on the street whenever we had a snowfall, building a snowman with boobs because I'm an original shit. Then everything changed for me when I was 16. We had a snowfall. And it wasn't a major snowfall, but it was enough that you could build a snowball with, have snowball fights, which is exactly what I did. Then the next day, I woke up with a swollen finger, just one finger. Wouldn't bend properly, bit swollen, I thought nothing of it. The next day, when I woke up, that one finger was huge. It was literally the size of a wooden club. It was just there with no explanation whatsoever. So I went to the doctor's with it and showed him the finger, and he was asking me what I was doing before the finger started to swell. The only thing I could think of was playing out in the snow, so I made the very genius suggestion that it was something to do with the cold snow. And he was like, no, you're too young for circulation problems. You must have injured it without knowing. You must have banged it on something and can't remember. No. But he didn't listen and told me it'd go down in a few days, which it actually did, so I thought nothing else of it. Then the next winter came around. Same time of year, around January, when it got really cold and we started to get snow. I woke up with a swollen finger, yet again. Oh, but not just this finger. Oh no, this one had swollen as well. So, I dragged my two fingers this time back off to the doctor. And he was like, I don't know. So I was like, it's something to do with my circulation. But yeah, he still didn't believe me. He tried to give me all sorts of various creams that didn't work. Every winter after that, my fingers have swollen. And it gets gradually worse every year because it's always more than just one finger now. It's like several. And it's a nightmare because I cannot bend them. I cannot type with them. They get itchy and red and they've got blisters on them and it's disgusting. Every winter I get called sausage fingers. So even though the doctor didn't have a clue what it was, I knew myself that it was definitely to do with circulation. Trust your doctor, they say. No. But last year I got a new doctor and he finally confirmed that it was a circulation disorder called Raynaud's phenomenon. And he was like, well, there is medication for it, but the side effects just aren't worth it. So basically, live with it. So now, every winter, I have to put up with my fingers getting ridiculously swollen for weeks on end if I so much as go near any cold weather. So, as you can imagine, if it snows, I am not the first one outside building a snowman anymore. If I so much as touch a snowflake, I have to deal with hands like Shrek for the next 3 weeks. Do you have any idea how annoying that is when everybody's on Facebook and Twitter like, oh, I'm building a snowman, well, good for you. So do me a favour, And go easy on people that are utterly distraught by the sight of snow. Whilst you're out having fun building Olaf, there are some of us who are staring longingly out the window at all the fun we'll never get to have. I see the posts on Tumblr all the time. They're like, if you don't like winter, then I don't like you. Well, you know what? You spend a day in my shoes during winter. Then you can join me, staring out the window, watching a snowman being built, knowing that if you go outside to join them, your fingers will slowly start to expand to the size of cucumbers. So yeah, rant over. If you are lucky enough to experience snow this winter, then put your damn coat on, go outside and build me a giant snow penis. Go and do it, because that's exactly what I would do. But I can't. Bye! The cold never bothered me anyway!